House of Evil. Don't dare watch this movie in the dark, because you'll probably fall asleep. So we are talking about the 2017 haunted house movie, House of Evil, which is apparently based on a true story. And basically this is a 70s set movie, and we have a young couple who have built this massive house. I mean, this house is redonkulously big, out in the kind of the middle of nowhere. And it has a little bit of a murky past, as all these houses tend to do. And once this couple kind of settle in, the woman gets pregnant and strange things start to happen. Ghostly apparitions start to appear. And the husband starts to get a little creepy, shall we say, a la The Shining. So that's pretty much all I'll say about the plot. What did I think of House of Evil? Well, let's talk about some of the positives first of all. It does have quite a good location shooting here. I feel the actual house itself is pretty impressive and kind of looks pretty creepy in the kind of this big kind of like rural area. So that was all quite good. It does have some quite good photography in it, so I quite like. There's some great shots here. My favourite shot is where we have this kind of this one of the shots where there's like a devil in the corner, and we see it. The guy's kind of walking. There just happens to be this kind of demon hanging in the corner. Looks fantastic. So there was some visually some nice kind of artistic shots here, and the performances were varied, I will say. This is a weird thing. In a lot of films, I would say that you have one particular actor who is good, one's not so good. But in this film, I would say both the kind of the main actors have some lines that are delivered fantastically, but also some lines that are quite poor, which is weird. So their performance of both the main characters is varied throughout the film. But there are some sequences where I felt it's particularly well acted, especially the guy who you see in the beginning of the film, and you feel a real genuine kind of, kinship with the kind of his wife, and you feel that they're a genuine couple, and by the end of the film he's a complete asshole. So you do see that kind of transition, which I've got to say is obviously, some good acting. But there are times where it isn't so good. On the subject of isn't so good, there are some real poor acting as well. Now, I've mentioned obviously the kind of the two main leads, but there are some peripheral characters, particularly a kind of local priest who is god awful, if you excuse the pun. Horrible acting. But the main issue you're going to have here, this film is ultimately quite dull. You feel you're kind of running around in circles to a certain degree because the plot doesn't seem to kind of go anywhere. It's such a kind of slow-paced film, and slow-paced films can be good provided they have an interesting narrative, but this one doesn't, unfortunately. It just kind of like runs along, and there are a few things that happen here and there, but they're not particularly scary. This is not a scary film, aside from maybe a couple of shots, but ultimately the actual scares here are quite on the weaker side. And the funny thing is as well that this film has some kind of like music cues where it's kind of, something creepy is going to happen, and then nothing happens. So that was kind of like, was something supposed to be creepy then? Is that not creepy, if that makes sense? But yeah, it's just a little bit of a dull film, unfortunately. I wouldn't say it's a car crash, and I would say, again, going back to a positive, it does capture a fantastic flair-filled 70s vibe to it, and the actual costumes and that hair and makeup and everything I thought is spot on, but it's filmed in a kind of a modern style, so it's not like a throwback film like The Love Witch or Turbo Kid or anything like that. Overall, though, it was ultimately a little bit unsatisfying. It was okay, but I find my mind starts to wander to a certain degree when I'm watching this film, but I have seen worse. If you like a slow burn kind of haunted house film set in the 70s, then this is the film for you. Anyway, I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me comments, and I shall look forward to you next time. Bye for now.